It's Easter weekend, and the boys and I are travelling about 8 hours southeast of Perth to Esperance, home to some of the best beaches in the world. We link up and head out. This is Yash, a very good mate of mine and a final year medical student. You can get him to be interested in just about anything in the world, and he's a very loyal friend. Guy is also a brain rot connoisseur, music historian, and self-proclaimed female repellent. Psst, he isn't.
This is Nick. He is lying down.
Just keep in mind.
Hello?
This is Ayush, an intern doctor and a very familiar face. A mutual friend of Yash and I, he was the one who taught me how to do rounds at my previous on-campus residential advisory job, while I stayed in Erica Underwood house. Thanks Ayush, I'll never forget that.
So Nick is in the process of, firstly, doxing my house. Secondly, if you look at the time, if that reads correctly, it is in fact not 9 a.m. It is 2.5 hours past 9 a.m.
This is Asad, another doctor. Asad and I were actually mates back in 2013. We used to play floorball together, and he was the only Malay guy who did not believe me. He moved to Perth in 2014, so imagine my surprise when he turned out to be good mates with Sab and Yash. And I've come home one day to him chilling in my apartment. We've since reconnected, became good mates, and even visited Japan together. Crazy story. Meet my very good mate and today's driver, Heman Budia. He loves the big 3 Ds of life: drinking, driving, and doing fun things. Never all together, and legally, of course. Our first stop, Wave Rock. Some great views, but the expectation for this was really high. Wave Rock is touted to be one of the most iconic spots in Western Australia, and it turned out a lot smaller than I thought.
Looks like us behind a fucking wall.
But as usual, you make your own fun.
Oh, no, hold up.
And if I'm being very honest, it was still pretty cool. Final rating, 4. We then drove till nighttime, picked up some food, but not before Asad decided to race Heman's Range Rover for 50 meters.
We have Asad versus a Jeep. Okay, 50 meters. 3, 2, 1. Go! I smoked them last round. Smoke! Smoke. Mr. Man. No chance. 3, 2, 1, go! Final round, Heman. Final round, eh? 3, 2, 1, go! Woohoo! Oh, wait a second!
It was just off and he slowed down, so you would have beat him first round. But again, touches and then boom.
Heman's range 1, 2, 1. Asad ACL diff. Game's the game though. Day 1 started late with a bakery run. We visited Esperance French Hot Bread Bakery. I had their meat pies, which in my opinion is one of Australia's premier local foods. Overall rating though, 4.76. Then it was time for the classic Woolies run, where we picked up ingredients for the traditional barbecue, and we were off to Pink Lake and 11 Mile Beach. Esperance Pink Lake was very disappointing, as it wasn't pink. They even had a signboard explaining why it wasn't pink. 11 Mile Beach, however, was quite a beauty. Take a look. Overall rating, Pink Lake 4.1, 11 Mile Beach 7.3. Then it was home and makan time. We played a shitload of FIFA and a decent bit of poker. I only lost one game of FIFA the entire trip.
This image is so funny, man. FIFA 22. How do you say it?
Day 2 started strong. I got Chinese for lunch and it was time to conquer Frenchman Peak. The climb up was easy and only slightly trickier on the way down. There is somewhat of a footpath and it's a decent incline the whole way. Good grippy shoes with a strong ankle support are recommended. I do not recommend climbing Frenchman Peak in wet weather. It's bound to be slippy.
No, but Central Lookout's crazy.
Yeah. Central Lookout was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
That was like every single fucking mountain.
And it was an easy one as well.
Yeah, it was very fast.
Oh.
Left.
We're doing
Left.
it.
Left.
You're doing it.
Right. Left. Sabar.
The reward at the top though was spectacular. I'll never get tired of climbing mountains. In times when your problems feel too big to handle, try climbing a mountain with good friends and enjoying the vastness of Mother Nature. With a reflective mind, your perspective is sure to change. In the moment, I felt thankful to have had the opportunity to live in Perth and to have met such good mates. Australia's a beautiful country. Overall rating 9.1. Right after, we visited Lucky Bay, a global award-winning beach, and it did not disappoint. The sand was so fine and soft, it squeaked with each step. The water as blue as it gets. The waves just right for some good fun. Overall rating 8.4. At this point, I was exhausted. We had a rather cold but cozy pizza dinner. And ended the night with some classic stargazing. This marks the last remaining spot on my Western Australia bucket list. It's something Heeman and I had mentioned visiting ever since we did our first ever road trip way back in 2022. I'm super happy we finally did it, and in style. Special mention to our good mate Saab, who's back in Sydney. The trip would undoubtedly have been more fun if you were here. The number of times we mentioned what you would say in any given scenario was surprising. We'll do a trip together someday, all of us. Thanks for watching, and peace.
Popping. Let's go.
Hello, spectators.
I'm in awe. Look at that.
Look at that. Whoa!